home, you want some assistance, you want, a lot of meetings are through Zoom, some training classes are through online. That's pretty much what COVID has kind of kicked us, so there's a lot of opportunities wherever you're at. You may even be able to attend school online only. And if you have a phone, you have a tablet, you're able to make those meetings. All right, so it's a resource for you. It's not only just for you, it's for anyone of your family members, anyone in the community. But we're offering it to you guys, so if you have any family members that might need it, hey, tell them to come up and they can go ahead and sign up with them too. All right, so and then we have our next guest speaker.
Yeah.
Good morning, everybody. I got here a little late. Yeah, I worked on that. I've been up since 5 yesterday. I'm on good. But good thing you're clean this over. My name is Ron Henderson. I represent Ron Henderson Enterprise. I'm not one of the regular vendors here. I was introduced to this program to a PACT meeting for like almost 3 years. We meet Art there. Daniel just left. I was actually coming in on the HI panel for the hospitals and institutions. I am a formerly incarcerated person. We got a D number, D41203, AC7209. I got an AN number. I got to get 12 years straight in Washington State for bank robbery. I've been high risk offender. I've been on the run. I've been the whole 9 yards. Level 4, level 2 shoe units, IMUs, whatever you want to call it. High risk offender. I've been that guy. I've been that guy that a recidivist guy. Never stayed out of prison no longer than 6 months. I was back in during the term. Half of my life. I'm now 58 years old. So half of my life has been out of prison. Everybody wants to say welcome home. I understand what to say that, but you have to earn that. You know what I'm saying? I will say welcome to the opportunity. You're not home yet. You're just on the street. You got to earn that back. A lot of us went to prison, burnt out our families, our loved ones, and we left a record, a passive record of destruction. My last term I did, or 3 years ago, I had to go do 5 months in prison. I took 18 months with half, but I was on bail, bailed out, and I had the right idea. I had already been in treatment twice, so I turned myself into a treatment facility. And the judge told me in Rancho Cucamonga, he said, finish the treatment program, we give you credit for that time. So I finished the 120 days at MFI Recovery Center in Woodcrest, and I had to go turn myself in. And I'm gonna tell you that's the horriblest, most 5 months I ever did. Going to prison, going into reception center with recovery in your mind. Nobody's talking about recovery in prison. They talk about what yard they're gonna go up, what the homeless doing, and what level they're gonna go to, what yard they're gonna land on to, what they're gonna do. They got to follow the program. You know what I'm talking about. As soon as you get there, you got to follow the structure, the program. So today is an opportunity. That's why I said it's not about welcome home. It's about what are the opportunities that you're gonna leave here with today. If you don't leave here, especially the brother here, when I first came out, when I came out of the treatment facility, last time I relapsed after I got out of prison. After doing that 5 months. So I had to go back to MFI, I had to do a walk share, go back to treatment again. And that's gonna happen. Some of us are repeat offenders. And what I found out is that drugs are not only part of my problem. I had a criminal addicted thinking problem, what do you call it, criminal jitters. And like in and out of prison, there's a few times that I got out of prison, I didn't even touch drugs, but I had that hustle bug in me. I grew up in Compton, I gotta get that money. I had a job, I've had the jobs and opportunities, and I still self-sabotage. I was in treatment, I was in AA, NA, and had a sponsor, and going to Al-Anon. And I still fucked. You know, because I wasn't right in my head. I still had that hustle bug in me. I still had that hustle bug. I could do it one more time. Oh yeah, I got a job, but I get this money selling this dope. I get this money if I hit the money real quick. It don't work like that. So that's why I say you got to earn it. I hope nobody feels disrespected about that, but you got to earn your place in society because it's hard. When I first went to the sober living center over here in Indio, I didn't know anybody out here, but they told me I can get a room to myself, and I needed that. I needed that time to myself, because I've been in sober living before with 5, 6 people in the room. This guy's doing that thing, that guy's doing. I need my own space. I can do bad by myself. I robbed a bank the first day I got out of prison in Washington State, and I went on to rob 6 banks, so I can do bad by myself. I can be gangster as he's going to be. I don't need nobody help. I don't need nobody else's influence. I'm that guy. I'm that guy the police call, and they look at my record, they go, this is a bad dude. But I'm not on that page anymore. I'm not trying to pressure you with that, but I'm just trying to tell you, I've been that guy that's been the fuck up half his life. And what I had to learn when I got out at Indio of the ABC Club, Sober Living, I couldn't find a job. So I wish I would do that gentleman right here. I couldn't find a job out here in the desert. Because you out here in Palm Springs, you got service, you got casinos, they do background checks. Only place that would hire me was the Coachella Valley Rescue Mission. and I got a job at the thrift store over in Chile. And they told me that I had to run the cash register. They gave me the combination to the safe and the key to the door. I'd never been trusted with that responsibility before. You know what I'm saying? That's the first time I didn't want to work the register. Because you got to work the register before to work here. So I was counting money, locking the door, and I got a sense of responsibility. But today, like I said, I just got off work. I'm gonna throw that out there through ProTech staffing in Riverside, also I can't think of I'll tell you in a minute, but Skechers is hiring. Skechers is they're paying overtime, and they're also paying bonuses. People make between $200 a week. I'll tell you that. There's people working, undocumented people working, make $200 a week, and they're hiring, and they're felony friendly. So anyone you guys want to get a job, put in an application, go to the temp agency to get hired. But I implore you guys to utilize your resources here. I've been covering prisons since like Art Environment or college, they used to have some meetings at the college together. Then COVID happened, then they went to virtual meetings. But I went to RCC. My name is Brian Henderson. I got my own company. I started my own business. I'm a consultant. I talk, I publicly speak. I come here for free. I just bought a house in Atlanta, 4-bedroom. Never thought about that 2 or 3 years. I've always been a guy living in sober living, never had a room rent. I never had that responsibility to pay rent before. I now own a house because I work the steps. It's not going to be easy. I'm not going to sit here and tell you it's going to be easy for you guys. So you guys got to put the discipline down and say, you know what, I'm going to make the choice. I'm going to latch on to somebody in this room, one of these vendors, and hold them accountable to do what they say they're going to do. The responsibility is on you guys. You can't blame the parole officer. You can't blame society no more. Today, if you can't make that decision to walk out of here with something, it's not going to be easy. I'm going to tell you, some of you guys, you know what? 2 months ago, I worked for MFI. I was a nighttime supervisor. I found a guy OD on fentanyl. Fentanyl is laced in everything. Fentanyl is laced in the cocaine, it's laced in the marijuana, it's laced in the pills, it's laced in everything. So you don't have to be an addict. You can play that Russian roulette and just use and you be dead. I found a guy dead in sober living last year. He wanted to party one more time. I gave him a room at a harm reduction house. We can't kick you out for using. I ran the house, people running around, they tweaking. The guy came in, I took him off the street. Nick Rufino, he was a skateboarder. I took him off the street. Birthday was on Halloween. 2 weeks he had got a job, he's working. As a matter of fact, he's working at the Skechers warehouse. He come in, his mom took him out to eat, he had a good time with his mom, he bought some brand new bands, and he just wanted to party one more time. I found him dead, stiff, rigor mortis. While I was in there watching Meet the Blacks in my room, I came out to do my check, called 911, touched his body, he slipped his board. So this ain't no game, man. And then the prison, when I went to prison those 5 months, they was integrating the yards. And so going into prison, you might not make it back out. You might have to do that, put that work in where you're gonna get some more time. I've caught time in prison before. I don't wanna go back to jail. I don't wanna go back to the county jail. I don't wanna go back to the Riverside. The worst feeling I had was walking through those hallways with those chains on my ankle. At 57 years, I'm an OG. That shit hurts. I'm not gonna put myself in that position today. So I do what I need to do. If I got to work a minimum wage job today, to do what I need to do, and take care of responsibilities I need to do, I do. And shout out to Arturo Credit Union. I use that credit union to build my credit. I guarantee you. You're not that gentleman, but I got Arturo Credit Union and also got Wells Fargo account, a business account. So utilize these contacts that you guys got in this room, man. And I implore you, like I said, welcome to the opportunity. You ain't made it home yet. You here, but you ain't made it home. Home is where the heart is. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I got to say. Thank you.
And Mr. Henderson will drop the mic because he pretty much gave you guys bombs of life, guys. I mean, he told it better than anyone of us to kind of say it. You guys heard it. I saw that. I know you guys heard what he was saying. You could relate. I got it. And to be honest with you, you've been in this business, and unfortunately, we've all seen dead bodies. You know, we've seen. I've seen 3 overdose. Okay, one outside the pro office, and back in the days when we had a star program, they went to take a break. Came out in the parking lot, and you just shake your head. You're like, what's going on here? And so, you know, and now with fentanyl is no joke. You guys, when he's talking about Russian roulette, he ain't kidding. There's more deaths that you see than we see, especially on the homeless camps. They're just all over, just piled bodies. And we just walk through, and it's like, it's appalling, but it gets no media coverage. Because they don't, it's really not something it's because no one knows it. You know, they're the homeless people and all this, and we walk in, there's 4 dead bodies walking here. And we're like, and they're like, it's just what it is. Look at it, we found the drugs all right now. And you're just like, and nothing. Not even a paper ad. I mean, that's terrible. And you can't even be remembered because you're off, your family has written you off, your friends have written you off, your girl and all that have written you off, and they just think you're going to be, forgive me, but screw up all your life. And that's not true. Because that's not who you are. That may be how you've been acting, and that because you're not addressing those issues, but that's not necessarily who you are. I guarantee you, because I've had guys who've done some pretty good things by keeping a watch out for me, and they were on my caseload. And tell them, hey, don't go out that way. Bad news for you. Go out this way. Go there. I'm just telling you, and then they'll walk me out. And going through and just say, because they say, hey, no disrespect, bro, because I know you take. But they did it because they wanted to make sure. That's pretty legit. That shows that's something different in someone's heart, that you're not just looking, because they know that we're also trying to help you. And so they didn't, so that's pretty good. So I'm going to just tell you guys, take the opportunity. Mr. Henderson, thank you very much.